Many police officers think they're above the law and can do whatever the heck they want. Today, we're going to look at the best clips about officers who made the mistake of arresting the completely wrong suspect. Let's go to the videos. When a cop got a call from a woman's son claiming he was getting the boot from his home, he decided to play detective and check things out. He rolled up to the apartment and knocked on the door. The sister answered, and the cop asked the mother to discuss the situation outside. The woman stepped out with a big smile and was acting all polite to the cop. She brushed off any eviction drama, mentioning her son's previous door-breaking escapade and suggesting her sister played bouncer while she was at work. The woman, just home from work herself, made it clear she wanted a break from the problem. She handed over the son's situation to the cop, hinting that maybe he deserved a one-way ticket to the slammer.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
So we're getting a call from your son saying you guys are kicking him out.
I've actually just got home. He has a warrant out for his arrest.
Right.
Out of...
Possibly for not doing court or something.
Yep, that's right. Yep, that is right.
He's calling us saying you're kicking him out of the house.
I just got home from court, like literally just walked out of the house. It's been my sister, and he actually hasn't been allowed in my house because he did this the last time, and I had to do a well check because I was at work. So I did tell her not to open the door if he came back, if I'm not here. Okay, well either way, he has a warrant out for his arrest, so you guys can deal with it.
The cop, playing the role of family counselor, dished out advice to the woman about not kicking out her own kid. Despite the woman explaining her concerns for her small children's safety, courtesy of her son's door-breaking antics while she was at work, he seemed more interested in delivering unsolicited parenting tips. She spilled the beans about her son being invited home for his birthday, but chose to bail and crash at her sister-in-law's. The real story was that the son, sensing the heat for skipping court that day, decided to play the victim card to distract from his no-show in court.
As a mother,
Okay, I gotta go, okay?
so I'm pretty sure I know which warrant it is. It was for the incident a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna come outside.
He's not coming to watch the flap for that.
Okay. It's not a warrant for that. It was a warrant today because he failed to show up for court. So let me explain to you, officer, what's been going on, okay? So first off, he's kicked my door down before. The whole entire thing. The other day I was at work, and I can't leave work to come and see what's going on. I have small baby children here, and he did this to my door while I was gone. While I was gone, not while I was here. So I did a well check. No, please hear me out first, because I know exactly where you're going with this. Okay? So I asked him on his birthday, which was Tuesday, to get his butt home.
Okay.
He failed to come home. I don't know if he told you that or not, but he failed to come home.
Okay.
Okay, so he went to my sister-in-law's house and has been there since.
The mother also explained that she told him to at least appear in court that day, and if he didn't, she would go alone. Well, she kept her word. She laid it out for the officer, making it clear that her son was not allowed in her home until he sorted out all of his court issues. However, the cop, still playing the counselor, insisted that she couldn't do that. Now, why on earth can't she decide who gets special treatment in her own house, especially if she sees her son as a potential threat to her and her little ones? She even labeled him a fugitive and made it clear she's not playing host to someone dodging responsibilities until he gets his act together.
And I told him, if you're not here by Friday morning in order to go to court, Trey, I'm going to court on my own.
Okay.
Which I did this morning. I went to court on my own. His court was at 9:30, and I will show
It's
you
fine,
where
I'll
I
bring you to
told
court.
him. Okay, I told him your court is at 9:30, so you better be here doing what you're supposed to be doing, or I'm going to court on my own.
Okay.
And guess what I did? Because he just got here. So what did I do? I went to court on my own.
Okay.
Okay, so he has a warrant out for his arrest out of Adams County right now for failure to appear. And the judge specifically told me, I told her everything that happened as I'm telling you.
Okay.
And am I kicking him out now? Yeah, he has a warrant out for his arrest. He's not welcome in my home until he gets that taken care of.
Okay.
Okay,
The cop even played defense for the guy who busted the door, feeling he had the right to do so because, well, it's his home too. But here's the real question. Who takes the blame if the kiddos face danger due to their brother's violent antics while their mom's away? Who's to blame then? Mom gave it one final shot, making it clear he was welcome, but only when she was home. However, the cop, wearing his self-declared rule enforcer hat, claimed it doesn't work like that. Seeing a lack of empathy, the woman decided to head inside her home, realizing this cop wasn't catching the drift of bigger concerns. However, he patted himself on the back, feeling quite accomplished as he escorted the woman out of her apartment.
Listen,
What?
I listen to you.
Okay, what?
You can call us if he comes, but you cannot say you can't come in. And if you lock him out, he can't kick your door to get in because he lives here.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. He may not kick my door.
Okay?
Okay?
If you lock him out, he can't.
Okay, I didn't lock him out. My sister did. If he is being a havoc, well, my sister is here babysitting my children. He is not welcome here.
She needs to call us. You can't kick
Oh,
him
we
out.
did call you. We did call. We did a well check. The officer came and you can check that.
Okay.
The officer came and did that. He hasn't been home since until today.
Okay.
Today he was locked out again, and the reason that he was locked out was because I wasn't home. When I'm home, then he can come.
That's not how this
Okay,
works.
that's so sad. Bye.
No, that's not how. Ma'am, listen. That is
You
not how.
need to leave out of my.
The mom saw the cop barging into her home as a kind of threat and decided to shove him away from her doorstep. Yet the cop took this rather personally, and he thought it would be a good idea to arrest her for giving him a push. The fact he was trying to enter her home without permission and without any warrant seemed irrelevant to him. What mattered most was that he felt endangered because a woman nudged him. It's completely nonsensical that they're cuffing the mom instead of dealing with the boy who's actually causing the trouble. Any cop who arrests the wrong suspect should be fired immediately.
I am. You do not have any permission to go into my
Stop.
house. You have no permission to go into my house.
Just ask me a question. You're gonna
Can you please let me go?
No, because now you're
Close
under
that
arrest.
door. Close that door. What am I under arrest
Stop.
for?
You're under. Because you just shoved me.
I did not show you. I told you
It's
to
on
get out
video.
of my house. I told you
It's on video.
you have no right to come into my home.
It's on video.
Hold my hair. You have no right to come into my home. You have absolutely no right to come into my home. Get me out of these cuffs.
No, you're going to jail.
I am not going to
You
jail.
are going to jail.
Bet. Get me out of
Stop.
these cuffs. Brina! 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 Open the door, Brina! And get this all on video. Brina! Get this all
Stop.
on video.
Stop pulling away from me.
I'm not pulling away from you.
You are.
What am
It's
I
the same
under
as you're trying to
arrest
slip
for?
your cuffs. I just
What am
told
I
you because you
under
just
arrest
shoved me.
What did I shove you for?
Did I just tell you?
What
It's all
did
on
I
camera.
shove you for?
The cop treated the woman as the ultimate criminal and inquired if she had any weapons on her. She responded disdainfully that she didn't possess any and mentioned that she worked for the government. Nevertheless, this didn't faze the cop. He acted as if he did everything by the book, even though he was trampling all over her rights. On top of that, he arrested her all while he should have been dealing with her son.
We can talk about
What
it in court.
did I
It's all on
shorter?
camera.
What did I shove you for?
Do you have any weapons on you?
What did I shove you for?
Do you have any weapons on you?
What did I shove you for?
Do you have any weapons on you?
What did I shove you for?
Okay,
I
you
work for Weld County government.
Okay.
Do you think I have weapons on me?
Okay.
Get off of me now.
Come on.
Sir, I'm not under arrest.
Yes, you are.
For what?
I just told you shoved me. Come on. Come on.
I'm not going to tell you again. Let me go. This
You're
is a
under arrest.
violation of my rights. You went into my house.
arrest. Come on.
You went into my home. You went into my home without being welcomed into my home. Get off of me. You stupid bitch.
Come on.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Did you not try to go into my home?
No, I was in your doorway.
No, you pushed my door open. Well, I was trying to go into my home.
Come on.
You can't. You literally opened up my door.
No, I prevented you from shutting your door, and then you shoved me.
Imagine taking a casual bike ride to work only to be stopped by cops for no apparent reason. Well, that's exactly what happened to this woman. The cops approached her and asked her for her ID out of the blue and claimed they received a report about a woman in a black t-shirt and a backpack looking into someone's driveway. This woman matched the description, but the catch is it wasn't her. Wearing a black t-shirt and a backpack is hardly unique, right? One would expect the cops to conduct some sort of investigation and ensure they had the right person before taking any action. Moreover, they should have verified the credibility of the people who made the call. Despite being on her way to work and even carrying her Halloween costume, the officers decided to arrest her after checking her ID.
Sorry?
Where do you live at? Let me see your ID.
What for?
Let me see the ID, or you're going to go in handcuffs, go in the back of the car until I can figure out what's going on. Someone called about a female with a black shirt and a backpack. Right. Let me see your ID.
I live. This is my Halloween costume that I'm wearing at work today. There is my ID.
Take it out of there for me. Get off the bike. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Drop that stuff. You gotta make things difficult, I see.
I am late for work. I have done nothing.
Like I said, someone called about a female with a black shirt on, with a backpack, yes, looking in people's driveway. And guess what you have?
I'm
right here.
on my way to work.
One of the cops, thinking he was above the law as usual, started searching the woman's belongings without her permission. Despite the woman expressing her willingness to cooperate and clean up the misunderstanding, the situation took an ugly turn. The cop escalated things by falsely claiming that she was uncooperative and even accused her of aggressively throwing things at him, including her ID, as a supposed weapon. It raises the question of why this cop chose to lie when there's body camera footage contradicting his claims.
I live in. This is my first day riding my bike, but now I see why people don't ride their bike down.
Okay, keep
That's
exaggerating
the
everything.
23rd.
Have a seat. Keep exaggerating, that'll get you places.
Thanks.
Huh? Were you riding with anybody else today?
No, sir. This is my first time to ride my bike.
Okay.
And you startled me when you honked at me and told me to get off of my bike, and for no reason. I mean,
Well, there is a reason. Like I said, we received a call that a female with a backpack and a black shirt, which that's close enough to black,
well,
was riding in the neighborhood.
I was obviously willing to cooperate. You startled the shit out of me.
Well, obviously you weren't. That's why you're in handcuffs in the back seat of the car, because you were throwing stuff at me. You handed me the ID card like you wanted to use it as a weapon and throw it at me.
Right.
It turns out that the woman was not the person the cops were looking for at all. Moreover, she was wearing a navy blue shirt with pink detailing, not black. However, the police officer seemed keen on inventing his own rules, steadfastly believing in them. Eventually, the cop released the woman, explaining that he was merely following protocol because she matched the description. This approach seems dubious, as arresting everyone wearing a black t-shirt and carrying a backpack is hardly a reasonable strategy. Despite being late for work, I hope the woman considers filing a complaint against this crooked cop.
If you're clear of warrant.
Is it FR or DI, Alan?
Oh, okay. Okay, come on, step out. Turn around. Against the vehicle there.
Hands to the vehicle.
No, turn around. I'm going to take the handcuffs off. 99 out of 100 people we stop and talk to don't go in handcuffs, but they cooperate. All I asked was for your ID,
Okay.
told you why you were stopped.
Okay. I don't appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, it doesn't matter. If someone stop moving, I don't have the other handcuffs
I
off yet.
am late for work, and quite honestly, this has been an awful experience.
Well-
I'd just like to go now.
Tell them, call Oklahoma City Police Department and you were stopped because you matched the description of someone who was riding through
Tom
the
16
neighborhood.
on traffic.
The black
don't
shirt.
have any.
27 Kelly. Adam Ocean Charles. 072. Case number, please.
Here's your ID back.
I've been pulled over before, but
These cops charged a girl with trespassing based on a call they received from the property owner, alleging that she was on their premises. The girl's mother arrived intending to inquire about the situation. Despite having recordings that could prove her daughter's innocence, the police officers seemed quick to accept the call without investigating. The mother ensured that her daughter wouldn't go there again to avoid trouble. However, one might question whether the police should be issuing a warning before charging someone with trespassing. Realizing the futile conversation, the mother decided to leave. Strangely, the cops parked their car next to her and stopped her again.
Sitting on the front porch.
You saw her on the front porch.
These three people. She was standing in the yard. One of them was standing in the yard, two of them was sitting on the front porch.
So which one was sitting on the front porch?
It doesn't matter, man. That piece of property is all the same.
There's nothing
There's
that
no
says
private
no
property.
If you want
trespassing.
to push it, I will charge her right now. I know Georgia
You just said
law.
that you were charging her, is what you just
I
said.
did not say I was charging her. I said I gave her a criminal trespass.
That's a charge.
No.
You didn't say a warning.
Explain this to your children. That is private property. They cannot be on it. Somebody called in, said they were in the house.
The neighbor.
Things. Yes. Why are you defending your child? To do
My
something
daughter
like
wasn't
that?
over there. She probably literally
She was
just walked
on the
over there. I'm not
property.
going to argue with you. I have
She-
recordings. Okay.
She was
I
on
just
the
told her
property.
not to go on the property. She wasn't in the
That's
house.
what I told
All right.
her.
Have a good day.
I logged it.
All right. Thank you. I didn't do anything wrong.
Come here.
The cop noticed that the girl's mother wasn't showing him respect, so he decided to assert what little authority he had, quite forcefully. He informed the mother that she was being detained for obstructing the police without even asking for her identification, which she wasn't obligated to provide anyways. Unfortunately, it seemed like the cop was more interested in asserting control and didn't appreciate the way the girl's mother spoke to him. The situation escalated further when she used a derogatory term to address him. While he may not have liked it, she had the right to free speech. Disliking what someone says doesn't negate their right to express themselves, right? Nevertheless, the cop was determined to establish his authority, insisting that the woman provide her ID immediately.
I'm going to ask you a question, and it's all on record, and I'm glad it is. I'll be going to Aikens tomorrow morning.
Ma'am, I need you to come back.
I don't need to. I just asked you a question, and you
in
want
the
to...
performance of my duties, ma'am.
You're not doing anything. I asked you a question. You got rude. That's all. Have a good day, and I'll be going. You're starting tomorrow.
Come here.
No.
Come here.
Is she being detained?
Yes, she's being
For what? Under what?
obstruction.
Obstruction of what?
I'm the mother of my daughter. Are you recording this too, sir?
Obstruction of
Are
what?
you recording this? And you're recording it. Thank you. What? I asked you a question. You wanted to sit here and get rude. That was it. Have a good day. You're in.
Come here.
This is freedom of speech. First
Freedom
Amendment.
of speech.
First Amendment.
First Amendment. I'm allowed to use it. No.
Ma'am, I am not done. I need to run your ID.
No, you don't. I don't have.
No, has she?
The cop chased after the mother, demanding her ID. It's astonishing how quickly the egos of police officers lead to aggression when someone just simply walks away from them. Additionally, a cop has no right to demand ID unless that person has committed an offense. In this case, the girl's mother hadn't committed any offense and she was merely asking questions. It seems like some officers forget the meaning of being public servants. The cop sprinted to catch up, grabbed the mother, and now, luckily, good for her, she's going to get a payout because she can potentially sue for battery. Despite her desperate situation, she engaged with another cop, questioning whether he'd allow his colleague to engage in illegal activities. Her friend reassured her, indicating that the cop chasing her would likely face consequences.
Ma'am, I need your identification.
He doesn't have to. He does not have to do it unless you have done any criminal. No.
Ma'am, I need your identification.
I asked you a question.
Oh yeah, I am. He can't get your ID. He's
Are you recording this? Could you please tell him to get off of me?
No, they know he cannot have your
literally
ID
did
unless
no.
he's done
Get off
unless
of
you've done
me.
something.
Officer Allen, please can you tell him to get off of me? I literally asked the question.
conversation was, ma'am.
Yeah, it's all in his record. Tiffany,
He's gonna get in trouble. I know.
These words brought comfort to the mother, reinforcing the importance of knowing one's rights and not yielding to threats from tyrannical police officers. This determined mother chose to stand up for her rights, and even if it meant facing arrest, she boldly asserted that the arresting cop smelled of alcohol, raising questions about his professionalism. Meanwhile, her friend urgently signaled the woman's daughter to swiftly return home and call her dad for assistance. The cop, realizing the woman filming was well versed in the law, attempted to assert control by threatening to arrest her as well. It appears this officer needs a refresher on both legal knowledge and proper policing procedures in public areas.
Because you have to. Get your ass over there now, Bree. Get your ass over there and go get your dad now. Go get your dad now. You didn't do nothing.
I asked a question.
No,
and
you didn't
got
do nothing.
ignorant.
In order for him to get
Do
your
you want to
ID,
provide your identification
I
to
don't
me?
she doesn't have
You smell
to.
like alcohol.
I smell like alcohol.
You do.
By law, you do not have to
Smell
get
like
that
alcohol.
ID.
Can you please let me
Oh
go?
my God.
Do you need your ID?
Yeah. Go. Go get your dad.
You're recording, right? He
If
has
you
these handcuffs on me tight. All I did was ask
They're
a
on her
question.
tight. Look at this.
you don't have to do any ID unless you've done anything
I
wrong.
don't do anything.
Go home.
No, you stay right here, Tiffany.
I don't
Go
over here.
home. I'm going to ask you one more time. Go home.
Please get off of me, Nancy. I'm telling you, you're ruining everything.